Hello everyone, this is Bobo the Vulture, and this is more Let's Play Gran Turismo 2, and fingers crossed, but at least initial very brief inspection of that last video makes it look like it took. So maybe I have found the variation in settings that will keep footage from this recording device from coming out garbled in like one spot of like 10 to 20 seconds per video. Maybe not, though. It's hard to say. Alright, so I tried out the Mines Lancer, and it didn't really light my world on fire or anything, so I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna go to other places. Other faces. Was there something else I was supposed to do with any of these cars down here? The Angel TO1. If I had any low horsepower events to still go in and enter, which I don't think I do, it'd be the perfect car for them. I do this like every video, don't I? I go back a lot. What events have I not done the winning in? And I never learn. I never learn. Ever. Alright. So, gonna go to East City, gonna go to the Nissan place. See what kind of Nissans are there. They got March Super Turbos, they got Silvias. They have an Infiniti G20, they have an old Skyline from 91. They have a 240SX Fastback Type X and 240SX Qs. Whatever all these crazy things are. Honestly, I was looking to see if they had... I stopped when it said 240 because I was looking to see if they had any Nissan 240Zs. They don't. Which is okay. It's a used car. You can't necessarily always find one. Let's go to the used Toyota lot. Okay, they don't have it. If they did, the used Toyota 2000 GT would be down here as the most expensive thing by a long shot. Long shot. Because they're very expensive. They're expensive cars, Jimmy. That's all. I'm not trying to start nothing. Just saying, they're expensive. Alright, so we had the Focus race. There is no Acura race that I remember. There's only the Corvette Cup, right? There is only the Corvette Cup. Don't give up until you drink from the Corvette Cup. You can make it if you try. Let's go to Europe. It's a place that people like to go. Do you like luxury? I am the spokesperson for Jaguar. Alright. So, we have the XKR and the XJR vehicle. It's more than just a car. It's a vehicle. It's your vehicle, baby. Take it anywhere you wanna go. It's your vehicle, darling. By now I'll show you know that it loves ya, it needs ya, it wants you, got to have your child. Good God in heaven, you know it wants you. But there are no special events here. There's just a special car. It's the XJ220. Freaking brilliant car. And the XJR15, which it will not give you any information about. So I see. any Lotus events other than, okay, the Elise and the Elan. Now, I don't think there are any in here. Oh, they do have Elan trophies for the... Oh, okay, yeah. Elan is... For some reason, I was thinking it was only for the Elise and Esprit. Did it say it was an Elan trophy? Because if so, hey, we got classic cars that we can race there. Yeah, the Elan trophy. Normal style and racing style. But first of all, let's look at the various ages of the Elan. This one is fairly similar. I think the Elan S2, 1406, 104, 1529, 126. This is a fancier, later version. Oh, that's pretty good. So yeah, that happening. And then this one, they made... So that was the classic front-engine, rear-wheel drive Roadster. So we have here a front-engine, front-wheel drive Elan. That you can get in Lotus Racing Green, but it's kind of silly, in a way. Yes, in 1989 they brought back the Elan name. The car stayed true to its namesake by wearing a sleek, lightweight fiberglass body over a steel backbone chassis. So, in some senses, it was the only front-wheel drive Lotus, and in many eyes, the best handling front-drive car ever built. Nobody's saying the best handling car ever built, but yeah. Torque steer, under acceleration. Well, you know what else eliminates torque steer under acceleration? Having 130 horsepower. Boom! Yeah. Believe me, you could still get torque steer in a car that makes less than 130 horsepower, but yeah. Let's see, the engine was in unblown form. It had 130 horsepower, but few people were interested. With the blower, the power went up to 165. Allowing a 0-60 times 6.5 seconds and a top speed of 140 miles an hour. Production of the Elan S1 finished after just 3 years. With Lotus under new ownership, the Elan re-emerged. A limited run of 800 cars, badged S2, were built. It was an interesting quick car with fine handling expected of a Lotus. So, this would be the non-turbocharged car that few were interested in. If I remember right, it was the engine that you would find in a Isuzu Impulse. Not to denigrate it. I mean, Isuzu's a fine motor company. Yeah, so here we go. A little old Elan. I will probably be buying this, but let's read up on them first. 1962 to 73 Elan. Yes, backbone frame. Tiny lightweight, race and dry suspension, double arms. The original combined to give better performance than large cars. Top speed of over 100. What couldn't beat in a straight line, it usually got by in the corners. Development continued. A coupe offered from 1964. Later models used the big valve version of the engine. They had the big ones with a new head containing bigger valves. Yes. Emission requirements that adversely affected them. The 1971 Elan S4 Sprint had slightly more power than earlier Elans. A 2-in-2 version was built. It was considerably larger to hold 2 small people in rear jump seats and weighed 600 or 400 pounds more than regular Elan. 2-in-2's handling was just as good. And in any form, an original Elan is one of the best handling cars made. So they're trying to convince me that this isn't the one to get. They're trying to convince me to go with the original. That's what they're trying to do. Will it work? Ooh. 14. You know what? I like the. Oh well, actually, this is the coupe version, anyways. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this one. Come on, let's purchase it and get in. It's my new car. It's my new jam. Well, I think I will eventually need to do lots of crazy stuff to the car. I am curious what it is like just the way it is. Just the way you are. I mean, with weight reduction. With weight reduction and sticky tires. I meant without massive engine upgrades and crazy stuff like that. Interesting. What do the racing modifications look like? Fascinating. There are no... Oh, okay, there you go. That's it. That's what we'll be getting. British Racing Green, it's the law. It was the law. Well, it wasn't the law, it was the rules. There's a difference between rules and laws. Laws are established by governments. Rules, not so much. New and old allowance, no licenses. So, I'm going into this one expecting to lose. I just kind of want to see what the car is like, just on its own natural merits. And to hear what it sounds like before I overtune and wreck the thing. It's an interesting little note, doesn't it? So, which is bigger, this or the Honda Beat? Almost a toss-up, isn't it? Wow, this actually really is a lot of fun. Just the way it is. This is the joy of the little tiny roadsters, folks. It's not the fastest conveyance on Earth, but by gum, it goes where you point it. It dances around in the head of a pin. Oh dear. I lost some momentum there. That is a big deal in these cars. For one, they don't have a whole lot of power. For two, they have 4-speed gearboxes. Which means that pretty much any time that you get off of the gas, any time that you're not accelerating, you're scrubbing off an incredible amount of speed, and any time that you're farther down in the rev range, boy, you're in trouble. Boy, you're in trouble. By gum, I gotta stay ahead. Well, that was super fun, guys. I don't know if it translated into more like an incredible amount more fun from the outside, but man, that was more fun. That was the funnest. That was the funnest. Okay, let's get out of here. Oh, man, you guys, this was like the most funnest of all of the racings. I didn't acquire the newest car, though. That's too bad. Now, even before I racing modify this, gonna go see which convertible car events and which historical car events I need to go enter, and what horsepower limits they have. 'Cause hey, we don't want to rankle anybody by messing any of that up. Okay, clearly I could use some more power here if we were going to try and bring it there. What about here? Also, same story. So, let's go soup up this car and see what we can get out of it. Was it 295 for the convertible car trophy as well? Oh, it's 295 will be what we'll be aiming for to begin with. Well, let's go to North City and let's tamper with a good thing, because we just can't leave it alone. Ah, but this car will not be turbocharged. It says no. Leave your gaskets away from me. Get thee behind. And other things. Okay, we can do stage 2 NA tuning. Okay. And can we increase the displacement? No, we cannot. Kind of surprised that there is a performance chip for this car. I don't know that they actually had computer systems on board. We might not be able to get this car up to anywhere near 245 or 295. We won't get it up to 295. We might get it up to 245, which won't be enough, but, you know, hey. The thing is small and light and agile. Maybe it will be fine. $210 horsepower. So what if I'm 90 horsepower down on the rest of you? I can do this. Also, let's go ahead and get a full racing transmission. So that we will get a 5th gear.
We'll leave the rest of it for right now. I'm tempted to not get the transmission. Let's race the car. Oh no, let's try the historic race first. Let me race modified car.
If that turns out okay.
Later on, the road. Oh no.
40 in a Lotus Elan.
These are two cars that might have shared a racetrack at one time. They would not have been racing in the same category. The Elans would have been going for a... And you can see it right there, the GT40 will just be checking out now. Also, I definitely should have set the Elan's gearing higher. Wow, did you guys see the Coliseum? It's been over there the whole time. We just keep driving past it and it doesn't load. And you can see it right there, the GT40 will just be checking out now. Also, I definitely should have set the Elan's gearing higher. Wow, did you guys see the Coliseum? It's been over there the whole time. We just keep driving past it and it doesn't load.
Well, this is a nightmare I can't wake up from.
Oh, they're all like, oh, that's right, we aren't bumping against our red limiters right now, we can keep driving. Why are we back here waiting for you?
That was not the proper way to go through that turn. If there's one thing that I need to do, clearly with the poor gearing that I've set up, it is manage to out-handle everything, manage to maintain a higher speed through turns, which I can't when everyone can go at my top speed through a turn. Hey, there's the Coliseum. Yeah, you can see that the GT40 is already clearly, like, several turns ahead of all of the other cars. It's just not happening for any of the rest of us. It's on another plane of existence, the GT40 is. I admire the CPU, I think I probably said minutes ago, for bringing out such cheap car for this. That's hacks. That's something I expect the player to do, not the computer. Yeah, the GT40's already won, but I don't care. I'm still getting second. GT40 already won like several minutes ago. 20 seconds ago. Okay, so not. Wait, what is that? What is this guy? Alright. Just watch this Ford GT40 pull away. Does it in a very safe and sedate manner. Doesn't bump the cars in front of him. This is a very kind and considerate and conscientious driver. But watch him get out front here and then just... Oh, you all also wanted to be in this event? I'm sorry, that was not part of my plan. Also, that's a fantastic blue and white. Ah, it's stirring is what it is. Oh, man, the GT40 is just an amazing piece of machinery. That we don't have, so we finished second. I don't know if we can end on that note, though, folks. I should at least go back, racing modify this, and then go beat the tar out of the other Alans, right? Yeah. That sounds like something we should do. So, let's do that. Sorry, I don't mean to make poppy noises. Hey, Poppy! I mean to make, yeah, funky noises with my mouth. Alright, the racing modification. The weight reductions have been done. There's only one thing left to do. Make it racy. Let's perform that racing modification. Yes! Yes! And take it out on the track. And personally, I like the BRG, the British Racing Green sort of array. And it's very common for it to be done with yellow as a secondary trim. I kind of like red as a secondary trim for the British Racing Green, but everybody looks at that and thinks, what, is it Christmas time? No, I just like the way those two colors look together. That's all, man. Don't get so defensive. People don't actually get defensive. It's okay. Oh, wait. Let's spread the gearing out a little bit. And we'll see how this gearing goes. This might be too wide. I just like tripled the gearing, but what's the worst that'll happen? We'll lose here. It's okay. Oh, this race only has the older Alans. Is that because the new Alans don't have the are not race modifiable? That guy's got shorter gearing than I do. I do believe I'll catch him up on this hilly segment here. My, such fun. It's a bit more slow down than I would have liked, but hey. There we go. And now back to the town. Yes, I think having the edge in gearing there was helpful, but here's another chap who wishes to test me. Well, I say, bring it on. This car is very swift and very slick. And I feel as though the others are all doing very well, too. Alright, now I think I've got this. It was a very swift little race. Very high average speed for the winding turning that's involved. I'm guessing the 1990 alarm must not have been a race modifiable car. I imagine if I bought one, thinking, I'm gonna race this against these other guys, I'll show them I am the best, that I probably would have been very upset about all that. Look at everybody just twirling around here having a grand old time. Twirling around, having a grand old time, running into walls! Woo! Alright, so that's a nice happy note to end this particular video on, though, isn't it? And probably this play session, but that does not matter as much to you one way or the other, because I'm already miles ahead in terms of videos recorded. I only really get a chance to sit down and record videos maybe once, maybe twice a week, so I sort of get all the recording in I can in one go. Sorry, guys, it's just the way life rolls sometimes. Anyhow, though, folks, this is Bobo the Vulture. This is Let's Play Gran Turismo 2. When we come back next time, probably looking for more touring cars, more historic cars, more convertibles, things that we can make use of. Make use of me. So that's what we'll be doing then, folks. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you then. Bye.